This is the account. Right here, this is the account that Parlo owned. Very degenerate account. This is Parlo's account, and you can see this Discord link right here. This is the Discord. The Discord link is to a very degenerate Discord server. Hello everybody, and whether you're my fan or not, this is going to be a debate between me and Parlo. Like and subscribe. Of course, tell me down below who took the W, me or Parlo, in this debate. Like for me, dislike for Parlo. Comment all your opinions down below. Without further ado, here's the debate.
Listen man, I don't want- No, zip your mouth. No, you zip your mouth, you loser. Alright, listen, I don't want drama with you, but I don't know why you made a video on me before I could even address you my side of the story. I mean, I made a video on my alternate account, and it was like 50 minutes long, and then you just cut parts out of it, and you, like, the thing is, like, first of all, I know I'm not a and I know that Nat isn't, and I haven't strayed away from the fact that Nat has done degenerate stuff, and I've literally spoken to her in private and big YouTubers about what she's done, but like, she's gone over her side of the story. I've listened to both sides. I listened to a lot of sides of the story. For example, I was interviewing a person called Zizi who's had pedophile allegations and stuff. Like, just because I have connections with them does not mean I'm complicit in defending in anything they've done in the past, but I believe that she should release a response and address her side of the situation, as I gave her basically my video. My god, did you just drop the basketball on your head? Sorry, I gave her the ability to respond in my Homotopia video, because me and her had this situation intertwined, so it was only fair that she should give her side of the story and be as transparent as possible in my video, because she doesn't have a channel to do it herself on, so that's why I was there. I don't defend what she did at all.
She doesn't have a channel?
She removed
deserve
it.
a channel.
But she had a channel.
One. She doesn't deserve one. At all.
But do you not want to hear her side of the story?
I would never, I'll be honest, the amount of stuff I heard, I would never forgive Natty. It's not gonna happen. I'm never gonna interact with Natty. I'm never gonna, oh, let's have a chat. Let's edit the video together. Or, I'm pretty sure Natty edited your video, right?
She edited the first Homotopia, but the second bit was me.
Alright, so yeah, I would never just be like, yeah, Natty, let's edit my video, you know, chill with me, let's talk and call, I'll defend you. Never, nothing like that, anything like that.
I didn't defend her. I read read a UK police document. That's not defending, because like, if that's defending, then can't you just argue that apparently the UK police is defending her? They literally went through everything on all her socials for 8 months and found nothing. They found no cheese pizza or anything that made her culpable in the situation. I don't get how reading a legal UK police document is now defending her, and a bunch of videos made on her by commentary channels. If you use a UK VPN, they're all like, give me the Lanza link quickly, like a video to like Lanza's video on her. They've all got UK defamation complaints because they need to be proven with UK legal police documents, meaning that Nat filed those in, proved that they were defamatory, and YouTube agreed, and then also put those claims on the videos. Like, if that isn't proof that a bunch of videos on her is misinformation, then I don't know what is. And like, apparently, of course, there's no proof indicating she knew the age of the people in Homotopia, and there's no proof she knew the age of the 12-year-old in the situation. She's incredibly stupid, and of course she's a degenerate. I haven't strayed away from ever calling her that. I'm a realist with this situation. And obviously 6 years ago when she posted that Carl Jacobs, how should I say this, sewing video, she obviously hasn't repeated her situation again. I believe she's completely changed from that degenerate pipeline. So I just don't get why these situations are brought back up. Everyone knew her old allegations from 2019, but she still went under the Scrimzox alias. Never hid from the fact she was Naforix on that. She literally made a video saying she was Naforix.
Hear me out.
And a bunch of YouTubers in private was saying, yo, I believe you're changed now and stuff like that. The only new situation that was brought up was...
Alright, so Parlo continues to defend Natty right now. This is the defense of Natty. If this is not defending, I'm not sure what is.
Other than a Homotopia situation. So I just find it kind of disingenuous to really base the character she is now off of stuff she's done years ago.
What she did years ago was not normal at all.
It was she's shown a lot of regret, obviously. But there's no proof showing she ever
been here since 2018, bro. I know everything involving Natty, and it's bad, bro. It's bad. You do not want to be around that person.
Video to that and basically go over the discrepancies. But apparently there's an audio.
Stop talking.
Why is there a screenshot screenshot of the audio instead of an excerpt of the actual audio. And of the audio, you can analyze the wavelength, and apparently it's her. It literally looks like someone's screaming. You can see how long the wavelength is.
If you
it's very...
had seen Parlo,
I don't know why you would take a
Natty
screenshot of an
in
audio file instead of actually having an audio file saved. But once again, if I knew she was an actual predator, why would I ever associate with her? My whole video is based off of exposing
you tell me, because you're actively associating with Natty.
It would be so obvious to, you know, disassociate with
Wait your turn,
if I knew...
Bro, he won't stop talking. Oh god.
My safe work hangout server, knowing that she's a predator. Because I didn't believe she was. She got the wrong misinterpretation that the server was a lewd server, because other people were trying to claim it was a not safe for work server and shit like that. Sorry, crap like that. Sorry. And that's why she posted what she posted. Obviously, I yelled at her, and I can get Hawks on, and Hawks can vouch for me. I absolutely went off at her for that.
It doesn't matter if you yelled at her or not. She is
once again, it was a public server. Why would she post lewds on that server, knowing that that stuff could bite her back? Obviously, she probably didn't know that there were minors in the server. I got the wrong misinterpretation.
How do you not know minors are in the server before you post that?
But now knowing her side of the story, I believe her very.
Yeah, Parlo's just playing his video on repeat over and over again. Anyways,
no, hold on. LoopedQ, the thing is, you were literally talking over him like 70%.
Bro, it's because he doesn't stop talking. Let's do 30-second limits. Then he can talk for the whole 30 seconds. Genuinely, I can't get a word in.
Can you hear me, or did I?
Like, genuinely, Parlo does not.
Oh my
shut
god,
up.
my headphones went off. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Parlo does not shut up. Oh, it's because his headphones were off. I was wondering. Corman was just like, oh, just let him keep on talking. Like, oh my god.
Sorry about that. Wait, I'm sorry about that. Sorry, my headphones went off, so I literally couldn't hear what you were saying the entire time. Sorry.
See, that Corman, you're genuinely stupid. The fact that you didn't realize that he didn't understand us is crazy.
No, the thing is,
just let him keep on talking. Just let him keep on talking.
I'll let you talk.
Sorry.
Are you gonna talk?
Alright, so Natty Forsyth, if you've been around since 2018, 2019, you know Natty Forsyth at this point is prone to degenerate and disgusting mistakes, quote unquote, like you've been saying. She has done this so many times. Oh my god. The amount of degenerate stuff that they have done is just unforgivable. Genuinely. If you do this many things, there aren't this many coincidences. Come on. You've been caught sending minors pornographic images how many times? At this point, you need to stay away from kids. It's not, you don't deserve a channel. It's not worth it. Like,
Can you prove that she knew that Craze was 12?
How many coincidences do you think can happen? You think that was the only time Natty has posted a image to a minor?
Well, let's take that situation.
You think that's the only time this has happened?
Well, that's a very large contention point people use, so can you prove to me that Nat knew the age of Craze?
How many times can you post to a minor and it'd be okay? Like, no times.
Yes.
No, for any reason.
First of all, we're talking about Craze. Can we prove that she knew the age?
Why do you have to prove that she knows the age? If you're posting, you should be validating that everybody in there is 18.
Your whole point is she knowingly posted porn to a minor, but
my whole point is she's posting to a minor in the first place. Why is she doing this at all?
Well, because she didn't know that they were a minor.
Why are you posting people without knowing their age?
Ask Nat that, but also...
See, I mean, hey, and then it happens so many times. Like, come on.
Well, name the other time. Name the other times.
Okay, so she sent the
Shrek.
The obviously dick that
the Shrek image,
yeah. The Shrek image, and back in the day, Cindy, you know the whole thing with Cindy?
Yeah.
That too. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, you can't villainize that age gap of 2 years to say anything about it being predatory when that is a normal high school. If you get anyone,
I'm not saying it's predatory. I'm saying it's weird. It's weird. It should not be occurring.
If you get any member of society and then hyperanalyze everything they've done, you will come to find out that they have done the exact same thing in a relationship like that. You can't just villainize Nat for that situation. That is a normal high school relationship. That's not in any slight. I'm not saying you're calling it that, but a lot of people were. They were trying to use that as like a baseline to say, well, she's done a lot of similar situations and there's a pattern here, so therefore she must be bad. Like, there's no situation which can like crystal clear prove that she's a predator. Had there been any, because for example, Jackeries gave one, I'm trying to press him on getting the situation out, and I've been speaking to other people. But oh my god, how did I die? But
you have
the
to
point
realize
is
that it doesn't matter
no
if she's
smoking.
It doesn't matter. The fact is that she's done so many things that are so disgusting that she doesn't deserve to be here, because it's obvious she's just gonna do them again. You can see that in your server. She didn't check the ages, she didn't check what was allowed, and guess what happened? The exact same thing over and over again. This person is not careful enough to be on the internet.
I get
Simple.
that, I get that. But the inclination that like I'm defending her on these subjects isn't true. I'm just stating her side of the story and basically the facts given. Like, she quite literally, according to her own testimony, and there's no proof knowing she knew otherwise, that there were minors in the Homotopia server. But like, basically they're stating that I was like complicit in defending these disgusting actions that, and then this is what a lot of the commentary community try and use as well to try and like prove some non-existent point here. I'm not defending her actions. Obviously she's a degenerate, and obviously I haven't hid my like I've went on Twitter and I've publicly stated that, but the whole point is a lot of situations against her are Frankenstein. They're merged cases. Like, in the commentary community, there was a whole lie being purported that she apparently went on Snapchat and sent an image of her, like, chicken to a 12-year-old, which never happens.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then people
It was
were trying to
alleged
say,
though.
like,
it was alleged. Either way though.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But when you say something like alleged like that, when it's these commentary YouTubers, people are gonna actually believe these allegations being purported by people who have some sort of more sort of credibility. So once again, they probably have to harp on the fact that, you know, they call it allegations, but they have to tell their viewers these are allegations, so don't take these as cut in stone. These could probably be a lie, who knows? Because they don't have any proof to actually establish that. Because it never happened. So like all they had was like some random testimony they made up from themselves, merged and made like a Frankenstein of a case, and they tried to like villainize a 2-year age gap, which was absolutely insane to me. Like, it is funny because the same people villainizing a 2-year age gap are normally the people who end up getting in a similar situation like that. It is crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much to me whether or not, oh, it's alleged, because trust me, this stuff would not happen over and over and over again if something wasn't going on. There has to be something going on. Natty is degenerate, and like I said, doesn't deserve a platform, doesn't deserve a defense, just deserves to go off somewhere, not on the internet. And especially not around Roblox players, which are mainly kids.
I see a point which can be made where she hasn't had a situation such as the 2019 Little Stray drama which came out. Other than the 2023 Homotopia situation, there was a 4-year gap there where essentially nothing had transpired, nothing new. So I believe it's kind of,
Parlo,
in a way...
How many times have you done something like that?
Never.
How many times have I done something like that? Never. It's not that difficult. You have to realize that, though. It's not difficult to not involve yourself in these situations where you're posting material to children. It's not that hard. It's not the hardest thing in the world. It's to do it once, okay, possibly. But to do it over and over again like Natty has, like, bro, that's not how it works.
I get there's a pattern, and I get that's an argument a lot of people make, because when I speak to YouTubers, they're like, well, a pattern's developing here, and even though there's not one bulletproof instance of her being present away, you can't begin to just pretend there's not a pattern. And I'm like, okay, I see one, obviously. But then once again, it's her being repeatedly negligent and stuff. And regarding the Homotopia situation, she clearly does have basis there. There's other situations she doesn't have a basis to. But with the Homotopia situation, once again, there's no proof knowing she knew the age. And the server was public. Anyone could go on it. I wasn't hiding or obfuscating anything from the public. So anyway, she posts that image, and I'm pretty sure she had no idea that there were minors in there, because when she found out, she was extremely, like, stressed out, extremely scared and stuff, and quite frankly, I absolutely went off at her in DMs for her and in VC, because now my name is forever linked with the degenerate thing she posted. And then no matter how much I literally preached to people that I was not active in the server, I did not know what was going on, because had I known what's going on, that image would have been bombed off the site. She would have been banned, and I would have still obviously gone off at her. It's just annoying how my name is linked to that situation now, and now people are going to try and draw conclusions that I'm in any way somewhat comparable to Nat and her, like, a degeneracy. And I'm not throwing Nat under the bus, because obviously we gotta listen to her side of the story. I mean, it's better to hear both sides rather than just to keep your mind up on one specific situation. And she's gonna make a 2-hour response. Because, for example, people are trying to use the Chloe Games situation, basically where Chloe Games was 16, he was 18, and then and people were trying to claim how that was pedophilic. So there's a lot of misconceptions here. And obviously, I told Nat, it's better that you address it and leave it to the court of public opinion. I said, obviously, there's a chance people won't forgive you and stuff, and I'm saying there's a very high chance, but it's better if you clear up the situation, because she apparently, according to her, on Halloween, someone threw fireworks at her house and at her windows and was screaming her name and stuff. And apparently, according to online harassers and stuff, people were giving like threats to her 15-year-old sister and stuff. And then people were using the excuse, oh, well, Natty Forsyth's a terrible human being, so it actually completely justifies our absolute disgusting things we're doing to her. And the whole point I'm making here is that, like, alright, I think a lot of this is due to misinformation. And I believe Nat has the ability, because, for example, Green Lego Cats, obviously no hate to him, but Green Lego Cats basically purported a story that apparently Nat into a sock on Cool with Minors. There's no proof it was on Cool with Minors, and
I believe that might have actually happened. Were you inside of the RCC Discord?
How long ago was this?
A very long time ago, maybe
no,
around
I
2018,
saw
2019.
No, I saw the image. It was a Last Guest plushie that Oblivious HD gave.
Either way, have you noticed all of his comments on the RCC? And how absolutely disgusting he was being during his time on there?
The 18 and 14-year-old situation.
Yeah, all the situations that occurred on the RCC. Which is a lot of situations. And that's where the Discord server, or the Discord chat was held, where Green Lego Cat says that she sock or whatever. That's exactly where it happened, in the RCC Discord. The Chloe Games stuff happened in the RCC Discord.
Chloe Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Chloe Games was the 8-ball bot, I believe. Nat, when she was 18, was definitely, like, unmitigated, complete degeneracy. And I believe now, after about, like, 6 years, I believe she's obviously changed from that situation. She's definitely not going to go out of her way to do what she did and stuff. Obviously, I'm not excusing what she did, but clearly, people can change over that long period of time, and obviously she's had time to reflect on her actions.
And the thing is, for Chloe Games, though.
So you're saying that is not a defense of Natty?
I'm not defending that whatsoever.
I think that's defense. I'm not even lying.
How is it defense? How can you be characterized for what you did 6 years ago when you were 18?
You're trying to make people literally forgive Natty when they were 18, when they were doing this stuff. I wouldn't even have done this stuff ever in my whole life. I would never have posted to a minor, ever. Not even on accident.
But you can't prove culpability that Nat knew the age of the person.
I wouldn't even have done it on accident, I'll be honest.
Okay, but you do admit she didn't know the age of the minor, so like using
possibly she didn't, she did. Either way, it happened and it shouldn't have. And this is done. This happened many times before, many times.
Well, you say many times, but you can.
I don't know how that's not enough.
Times.
You are obviously a forgiving person, Parlo. When it comes to, I'm not.
Whoa! Are you claiming she's a?
No, I'm claiming the things that she does is aligned with that sort of degeneracy community of people who are MPS or whatever. Those people, they're not it.
But you claimed originally you weren't insinuating she was a predator. But
no, but she's doing something aligned with them. She's definitely doing stuff aligned with that community. But
the age gap we've referenced with the Cine situation was 2 years.
Yeah, but is it not deviancy in nature towards minors? Come on. That's not something I'm a part of. That's not something I want to look at. That's not something I want to be around. That's not something I'm going to forgive.
You could be without being a child. The only instance of her ever dating a minor was literally a 2-year age gap. That's not at all. A 5-year age gap is something
as soon as you
defined
get close to that side, I'm not going to be a part of that. Like I said, with your underage femboy Discord server, I'm not about that either. That's too far for me.
Yes, but you use underage. You can literally just call it a 15+ Discord server because
15
the
is
word
underage.
Yeah, but the word underage you're using in a context gives the inclination that it was inherently meant to be, which wasn't the case at all. The whole point of it being 15+.
Look at the photos that you were posting on your Twitter account promoting this Discord.
You literally
was that not?
You literally state yourself how it was a safe work.
Just because something is towing the line of safe for work does not make it not suggestive.
Okay, so you're using wordplay semantics again to claim that, like, okay, well, it was safe for work, however, it was suggestive to try and tone down
something
the situation.
Something can be suggestive and safe for work. Do you not agree?
Yeah, it was suggestive, but you admit it's safe for work, so what's the contention point here?
Just because something's safe for work does not make it not degenerate, and the fact that it was posted, it attracts degenerate people. Do you not agree?
It is self-expressionalism. I don't understand where the correlation between degeneracy and that community really transpires.
The fact that it was an underage Discord server. Like...
Yeah, and the Discord server was intended to be safe for work. Do you not agree that you could literally read the rules and it was against the rules to state that 18+ content to be posted to minors?
What kind of people do you think you're attracting with those photos?
I'm attracting people like myself, and I've been in prior servers which have been safe for work, which have been fine. So what I wanted to do...
How many people got banned from that server for being 40 years old?
So basically we had stringent moderation.
That's not how it works, bro.
You asked the question, so you asked the question, so
because why is there an answer to that question? The fact that I have to ask that in the first place shows that it shouldn't have existed.
You said, do I ban? Yes, we did ban. Anyone without a profile picture we assumed was an
adult. You know why you
had
to ban them? You know why they were joining? Because of those safer work photos that were suggestive.
They're creeps from Twitter, and we managed to mitigate them from coming into the server. What's your point here? We had moderation, we banned them. We also banned like, what's your point?
You know why those types of people were coming in there? Because servers like that are meant to be 18+. They're not meant to be underage, ever.
Okay, the server I was literally in was safe for work. What's your point here? There's a possibility of them being safe for work. This is just whataboutism.
It was supposed to be safe for work. It was not actually safe for work. You saw what Natty posted.
Originally at the start it was, until it had a snowball effect in which Natty established in her response video, in my response. It was a snowball effect because people got the wrong interpretation of what the server actually was. I do agree that perhaps in the rules it should have specified somewhere that it was like really getting into their brains, because some of these people were absolute brainlets, that it was meant to be a safe work server. And no means whatsoever in hell did I ever feel comfortable ever making a not safe for work server. The person who I gave admin originally from the old previous server, which was safe for work day, was literally banned. And in the first hour of the server creation, they literally made a not safe for work channel in which I literally banned. Had the server been not safe for work, why did I ban a not safe for work channel and told them, don't ever make this again? Like, I was so pissed off of them. Like, I don't understand the point here. Like,
you realize just because you say it was meant to be safe for work does not mean it actually was, right? If you had added this not safe for work channel, then it would have completely separated minors from people like Natty Forcent who would like to post their effeminate photos, which isn't necessarily bad. They could do that all they want on their 18+ Discord server, which is exactly why you should have had an NSFW channel. Because whenever you have one, it shows a massive disclaimer saying you have to be 18 to open it.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's going to be a massive spillover of degenerate adults from that thing, which I completely don't feel comfortable ever having a not safe for work channel on a server where minors are also in it, because there's going to be a spillover of freaking adults going onto the channels where the minors are, and there's obviously going to be a point of contention. Like, why would I ever allow not safe for work channels on that server? The whole server was just meant to be a hangout server because all my Twitter accounts were getting banned at the time due to having the same IP address. So I wanted to add everyone, and I wanted to have all my mutuals on that server, so I could be like, "Hey, I got banned. Here's my new Twitter account," and then we go on there. Or literally, it was to make friends. I had even met one of these people IRL, and we were like literally going to the arcade and stuff. There was like literally no evil malintent here, and there was literally never meant to be like any. The whole point of it being 16 plus, because it was originally 16 plus, was that it was, you know, for hangout, you know, reasons and stuff. And we made it 15 plus because one of the admins in the server, Pyro, was turning 16 in a month. And the fact we toned down the age wasn't meant to be like a contention point whatsoever, because not safe for work wasn't even a factor in which to determine that. Like, the whole point was not.
You fully realize that not safe for work people would be coming in the server due to you promoting that type of suggestive content on the Twitter that you originally posted the Discord server onto, right?
And they got banned. You could,
yeah, they got banned, but it's obvious they would just keep on coming back. I would never have made this Discord server in the first place. You were setting yourself up for failure, and it's obvious that it did fail. Because people like Natty Forsyth, your own mods, were posting this disgusting stuff in the chat.
Is there any proof that I knew it was going to be for failure? No. Did I have high aspirations for it? Yes. And will I ever do it again? No. Have I taken accountability for it? Yes. Did I prove that I was not active in the server? Yes. Like,
it doesn't matter if you were active or not, you owned it.
Yeah,
you
could
have
I just proved
at any time prevented this from happening by just never having made it in the first place.
I literally proved I was not active whatsoever because of suicidality. You're literally trying to do this.
You realize it doesn't matter if you were active or not because you owned it, right?
Oh my god, this point is so... I owned the server. I was not active in it. I had no idea what was happening. I was a negligent server owner, and that is at most what you can possibly prove from the situation. Literally, there are no chat logs from me ever being or messaging in the server except in the vent channel, because the vent channel correlated to what I was messaging in the RYC, and also correlating to what I was literally messaging there and speaking to mutuals IRL. I literally had police come over that month. I was literally close to...
Do you not agree that you had permissions to stop all of this from happening?
Can you show proof that I knew anything was happening here in which would have literally prompted me to do that? No. But if I ever saw this happening, I absolutely would have done anything.
You know what community you're attracting. You said that...
I literally saw prior servers in which was safe for work. I did know, and I do know it's a possibility that there could be a safe for work server, safe for work community cultivated in this. Why would I have made a server knowing that it would have ran into absolute rampant degeneracy like it did? And also, server owner, okay, I literally vented stating I didn't want to be the server owner anymore because I literally wasn't active in the server at all. We were literally discussing that Belozabub, who was 17 years old, should be the new owner of the server. And isn't that just more proof that I wasn't active?
Just because you were discussing a change of ownership does not make you any less of an owner.
Yeah, like, okay, that wasn't the point I was making. More proof to provide the fact that I was not active in the server whatsoever.
Even if you weren't active, you always had the permissions and the availability to go into your server and correct what was going on in it.
Yeah, and this is just more whataboutism, because literally I proved that, once again, I wasn't active, so you don't have a point here. I could have, would have, should have, and I sure would have if I knew what was going on, but I didn't. So what is literally the point you're trying to prove here?
The point is that you were degenerate for making it in the first place, and it should have never been underage. And that's
degenerate.
The whole thing.
Why do you
disgusting.
Keep using the word degenerate synonymous with like the LGBTQ community?
Because
I don't know why
underage femboy servers are inherently degenerate because they're underage. Stuff like that should be for 18 plus.
What the hell is that logic?
Stuff like that should be for 18 plus.
It can be so clearly safe for work. What are you on about?
It's not clearly safe for work. It wasn't. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't because the server delved into degeneracy.
Show me an underage femboy server that is safe for work.
I'm not in any because I'm literally not in any. I literally said to people, well, I'm not going to be participating in this stuff after the Homotopia situation. Why would I be like, oh yeah, let me just pick it up right now. It's actually in my fucking list of cards. No, I don't have it. I'm not part of any of them anymore. I've literally stopped that. I've literally just been solely focusing on Roblox content since then.
I'm glad that you're no longer owning of underage Discord servers for femboys. But that doesn't change the fact that you previously were less than a couple months ago, pretty much.
You said less than 2, it was 4.
Well, it wasn't 2, it was like 4. But either way, it's not that old. It's not that old at all.
So isn't it great that I addressed this situation while it was new rather than just not addressing it at all?
Well, I think it's great that Natty has decided to not be as disgusting as she once was, but that doesn't change the fact that she is.
You just said not as disgusting as she once was doesn't change the fact that she is. Your whole point is she isn't like that anymore. What do you mean that
she is still
now?
disgusting? Just look
You just
exactly
said
what
she
she
isn't
did.
as disgusting as she was before.
Just because you're not as disgusting as you were before does not make you not disgusting. It just makes you less disgusting.
You're
like,
trying to
come
claim
on.
she's disgusting over a contention point that she knew the ages she didn't. The whole point you have is just based on subjectivity.
Well,
Like,
obviously, the whole point is that I find it disgusting. That's the point.
You find quite a lot of things disgusting. You use the word
Well,
degeneracy
yeah, when they have to do with
synonymous
underage
this kind of
femboy
stuff.
Discord servers, yes, I do. And when it has to,
Degeneracy,
and when it has to do to posting material to underage people, yes, I do find that disgusting.
You mean Nat doing that because you're trying to
Yeah,
make it sound
Nat
like
did that. And you
Okay,
apparently are
and how many
defending them for
years
it.
ago? I'm not
How many
defending
years
them
ago?
for
Why
it.
would you do it at all? Oh my god, bro. It doesn't matter
Absolutely.
how
Why
many
would
years
you do it
ago.
at all? But let's bring up but you keep bringing it up to try and prove that she's like that today.
I'm trying to prove that it doesn't matter if she's like that today because she did it in the first place. I would never do that, and I never have, and I never will. And I hope you wouldn't do that either.
But your whole point in your video is, okay, let's bring this up. You're trying to say that time invalidates. No, sorry, you're trying to say that time doesn't invalidate what you do in the past. Yeah, I bring up 2-year-old videos, and you're like, well, the past is a past, and I've actually changed since
You
then,
realize
so
videos are different from sending minors.
I'm not trying to use that comparison. I'm trying to use the comparison you're using that time doesn't invalidate a situation, yet you're trying to use this in this situation.
You have to use the context of, with me, it's old videos. With Nat, it's sending minors. Like,
yeah, and the context you're trying to use is you're literally warping the situation. Prove that she knew at any given time that Craze was literally a minor.
How does this stuff happen accidentally? All this stuff that Natty has been involved with is insane.
That's not a good response. You can't prove that she knew the age, so you have to just keep saying, well, pushes up glasses. Actually, you just consider how many other cases there are. You can't name any other cases. Actually, at best, you can only name 2. One of them's a high school relationship, normal high school relationship, so no one should give 2 craps about that. And the police certainly didn't give 2 craps about that, because it literally happens all the time. So the only thing you can rely on is the Craze situation, in which literally happened multiple years ago. She never knew the ages, so why the hell are we villainizing her, acting like she's the second coming? Like, it is absolutely ridiculous. And it is absolutely stupid. Like, okay, she sent a Shrek.
You said that she did degenerate stuff, did you not?
Yes, absolutely.
All that stuff is why she can't be forgiven.
You know what the degenerate stuff was? Posting that image, the Homotopia panty image. Do you know what else was degenerate? The sleep stream. What did I call her out on? The sleep stream. You can literally see it. Literally, Elliot can vouch as well. What else did I call her out on? Oh, the Homotopia stuff. Because now my name is forever linked with what she did. Do you know how angry I am, knowing that the actions of people who I entrusted with moderation perms have decided to literally do that against my back, and now I have to clear up their stuff? It's crazy. Everyone who actually engaged in this degeneracy has pretty much not actually offered a response on their own, and it's actually me having to clear up the mess like I'm some kind of preschool teacher.
Do you think it'd be as easy as just
don't make the server, and you won't have to deal with the consequences of having made the server.
The consequences of the server actually having its entire narrative twisted because people had no idea what the actual server was, despite the fact that if they had actually looked on the rules. And keep in mind,
if you
go
look
onto
at your
server,
Twitter account and see the photos you were posting, it's obvious who you were tracking. Like, it's obvious.
Yeah, safe for work. You literally mentioned in your video it's safe for work.
It's still
Can we
suggestive.
please use that analogy?
It's still suggestive.
Okay, and you literally said it's safe for work.
But it's still suggestive, and that's the type of people that it attracts. People like Natty, who are going to post lewd images thinking that it's an 18+ server, as most femboy servers probably are 18+, I would think. And I would hope, honestly. But
okay, so you say most inferring that some servers are actually safe for work.
Well, I'm sure some of them say they're safe for work, but they're probably just like your server, and not.
Wait, wouldn't
I
Natty
don't think that's the case with a safe work server.
I mean, you can call your server whatever you want. It's obvious what was posted in it.
Yeah, and for what's posted in it was literally against the rules, and the moderators completely went against my back and did that.
Earlier
I mean,
you
could have stopped it at any time.